Hello everyone, I am Fadlian Leonardine, and today in this video I will retell and give a short reaction to a video from Dr. Thomas Smithyman titled The Real Secret to Self-Confidence. The first I want to mention is about common misconception that people usually have about self-confidence. In his video, the speaker explains that many people still have belief that self-confidence is about appearing bold, loud, dominant, or impressive. But in the reality, this external image-based view is misleading because true self-confidence is not just about performance or image, but about something deeper and internal. So, what is the difference between fake confidence and authentic self-confidence? The speaker mentioned that according to psychological research, fake confidence involves imitating confident behaviors such as speaking loudly, dominating conversations, or using strong body language just to impress others. However, authentic self confidence comes from being real, being genuine, self aware, and aligned with their true value rather than trying to show certain image that they don't really have. The speaker also mentioned about the status signaling model of self-esteem. He explains that when people act confidently, others will assume that the people have high value, competence, or status. But after time, this assume will gone. This is why the speaker argued that faking confidence will fail in the long term. There are several negative results regarding this behavior. The first, people that faking confidence will notice inconsistency between behavior and true feelings, which can make someone seem inauthentic or dishonest. The second negative result is that in their internal faking confidence creates emotional disconnection that can lead to anxiety, depression, and regret over time. This is why the speaker suggests that we should have not faking confidence. The speaker also mentioned the characteristic of people with real or authentic self-confidence. The speaker mentioned that according to research, that truly confident people tend to be warm, kind, humble, approachable, and non-defensive. They smile more, build healthy relationships, and do not need to dominate others. On the other hand, the people with uh, fake confidence, uh, tend to be chocolate cake effect. The chocolate cake effect, based from the speaker, is show that narcissistic or overly confident people can be attractive first, like just like chocolate cake, but over time become less appealing. Their lack of empathy, warmth, and sincerity causes others to lose interest over time. The speaker then defines self confidence through self fidelity. So, what is self fidelity? Self fidelity meaning being faithful to ourselves, because self fidelity involves knowing who we are, owning our value and feelings, and acting with uh, ourselves regardless to others' approval. The research also mentioned that authenticity creates deeper and healthier relationships. This is why the speaker mentioned that according to the research, authenticity fosters trust, honesty, and emotional safety. When people are being real, being genuine, others will feel more secure and tend to experience less conflict and develop deeper emotional connections. There are internal conflicts that make it difficult for people to practice self fidelity. The main conflict is between the need for acceptance and the desire to be authentic. People often uh, hide their true feelings or needs because they fear losing approval from others or love or connection from others. The speaker also mentioned that he experienced uh, one moment that demonstrated how authenticity increased his real confidence. The speaker shared his that he called his rejection month, where he faced a rejection, but he stayed authentic, so that it helped him develop a deeper confidence in self-respect. So his self-esteem and social connection improved over time. Uh, I think that the speaker's advice could help college students in Indonesia, because I think that the advice from the speaker is relevant to the especially Indonesian college students that often face academic pressure or social comparison or fear of judgment. I think that learning self fidelity can help students, especially college students in Indonesia, stay true, stay being real, to themselves and manage uh, the expectation from their family or friends or others. I think uh, the video changed the way we think about failure. The video, uh, the speaker said from his video that failure is a part of being authentic. Failure is not something that we have to avoid. Failure can become an evidence of honesty and courage instead of proof of fail. If we see failure as that, it can reduce our fear and build long-term confidence in ourselves. I have one experience related to this. I once avoided doing presentation in one class. In that time, I know that the class will have a presentation from the students, but because I did not prepare yet, so I did not attend that class. Uh, the speaker also talked about self-doubt. Uh, in my opinion, strategies that helped me manage negative thoughts or anxiety in my academic life is self-reflection. Self-reflection by reminding myself that mistakes are just normal so that I can focus on my effort rather than the outcomes. By doing this, I think my negative thoughts or anxiety will reduce gradually. I think uh, to support each other that experience stress, anxiety, or low confidence, we can listen them without judgment, validating their feelings, or offering help uh, that we can help. So I think with that kind of support, someone will feel more relaxed, feel more relieved, and their stress, anxiety, and self-love is and low confidence will reduced over time. I think that's all to the reaction of the video. And then before I end this video, I will share my personal experience regarding listening experience from high school till now. Listening in high school, I think it was interesting. I did have real listening activities in English, such as from audio recording or from films or from musics, and this activity were like only once a month, so that I think it I don't think that it will enough to prepare me for listening in university, because the frequency of listening activity is so rare. But at least I have familiarized with that kind of activity, so that I I did not get confused or shocked when facing listening activity in university. And then the biggest problem that I face when listening in English now, first is that oftenly often the speaker speaks too fast that I cannot follow follow them, because I need time to process sentence by sentence to get the meaning, so that uh, this is one of my biggest problem in listening. The second problem is that I still lack of vocabulary, still lack of grammar, that it makes I can't fully understand the speaker's meanings, so that it it becomes it becomes the biggest problem in listening, in my opinion. Before taking this critical listening course, I did feel a little bit confused, because I I was not have listening activity that the material is lasting more than 15 minutes or 20 minutes. But after that, after taking this course, uh, I more feel confident that I I do not confused anymore, because after one semester of listening of critical listening course of this critical listening course, I think that my listening skill is improved slightly. I can now interpret the speaker's main ideas more easily, even if even the details uh, even if the details from the speaker may be still hard for me to remember those details. The critical listening class topic that helped me the most, I think, is the activity that show or the give material about motivational video, because that kind of topic is sometimes related to my life, so I may have the curiosity to explore more about that topic, so that I interested in this topic and help me uh, to improve my listening skill as well. I feel that my listening skill now, compared to the beginning of the semester, is I feel more confident, because uh, because the more I get listening activity, the easier I get to understand the speaker from different speaker. This course helped me deal with fear of failure, anxiety of fear of being judged, as this course reminded me that in reality that kinds of feelings are not have to be worried much, because we just have to be confident the way we are, and we don't have to think what other may thinking about us. My listening goal after this semester is to get more listening practice, because my goal is at the very least I get to know at least 20 until 30 new vocabularies from listening, so my listening skill will improve over time. I do need support from lecturer friends to continue improving my listening skills in the future by motivation or feedback. I think motivation will make me feel motivated continuously, so that I willing to practice more to improve my skill. I think that's all from me.